Alright guys, this is going to be a good one for us because this is a mutation that not a whole lot of people have, and we're really excited. We've been working with this morph for at least a couple of years now, and it is a genuine morph. It's not, you know, something that we just made up. It does have a super, and the super looks like this. And that's pretty cool. This is what we're calling a flare. Myself, Tim Johnson at Royal Morphs, Joe Ellis, Heather Wong, and I think Keo at Keo Reptiles, and even Lindy at Freedom Breeder. But myself and Tim Johnson were the first ones to work with these, and Tim was actually kind enough to let me in on the project early. We're seeing that this is actually in the yellow belly complex, like Spark and Pumas and stuff like that. And what we're seeing is that these guys actually have a little bit more of a mottled belly than your typical yellow belly. They do tend to have a little different color than a typical yellow belly. They seem to be a little brighter than typical yellow bellies, and they tend to be a little more aberrantly patterned than a typical yellow belly. Like I say, they do have a little bit more of sort of a mottled belly, kind of what you would look for in just an extremely good version of a yellow belly. Alright, so now for the neat part. I've checked with the other people in the project and nobody else has done these. So this is a quote-unquote first in the world. Sorry, checking on another snake. I'll have to edit that out. Anyway, this is what happens when you put the fader, or the flare, rather, into lemon pastel. And this little girl here, this is a little female, she looks pretty remarkable. So we're seeing a lot of the same stuff that we see with yellow belly, only we've hatched out pastel yellow bellies before and they haven't been nowhere near. They've been a little more patterny, busted up, and this kind of thing, and these just really don't seem to be that way. So here's one of them. I'll grab the other one. Alright, so the male is on the right, the female is on the left. Let's put her up for just a second. The male is exhibiting a little more of what we would typically see out of a pastel yellow belly, but there is no yellow belly in this animal. As you can see, the flames are white and not orange like you'd see out of a pastel yellow belly or out of a typical yellow belly. His head is really, really faded out. And if I can do this without getting bit. His belly, as you can see, is really mottled. Really busted up. Let me get him up here in the light and see if I can show. I'm not really catching really how yellow he actually is. He's not as yellow as the pastel yellow bellies I've hatched out, but their blacks haven't been really as black as this guy's. So he's pretty cool. So 2 first in the worlds for us. These are the first pastel flares ever produced. And like I say, we're really looking forward to getting this into some other of the yellow belly complex, some of the Puma stuff, and some of the gravel stuff and all that kind of thing. So there we go. Thanks for looking, guys. Alright, so not a first in the world, but this is a first for us. We've never hatched out albinos before. We've always been producing some codon stuff that's het for albino. And so, as a result, we've never hatched out any albinos. Well, this year we bred a spider albino, or a spider het albino, to an albino female. We produced this little gem. And this is a little albino spider. Let's see if I can get down here on that head. So basically what you've got is you've got albino pattern, albino coloring with spider patterning. So everything on a spider that would normally be black on this animal is white, and everything that is any other color is some shade of yellow or some shade of orange. And so she's really cool. I'm trying to get her in some good light here so you can really see her. There you go. So not a first in the world, but a first for us. Alright, so again, not a first in the world, but this is a first for us. Never produced piebalds before. Ever. And this is our first little clutch of pieds to ever hatch out. And we bred a piebald male to a piebald female. She gave us 4 eggs this year. We were hoping for more, but beggars can't be choosers. And she gave us 4 eggs, and so, you know, genetics 101, they're all pieds. And they just started crawling out this morning. This little girl came out this morning, and as you can see, I got a couple more blowing bubbles, and they'll be out by tomorrow or maybe Saturday. But yeah, these are cool. Like I say, these are our first, my first ever pieds to ever hatch, and so I'm really stoked about these animals. I love pieds. I think pieds, to me, as far as a base mutation goes, I can't name, even with the bananas. I've seen bananas in person and stuff. You know, people will walk by a table. I saw it happen. People will walk by a table with bananas and banana combo sitting on the table, and if they don't know what they're looking at, they go, oh cool, it's some sort of an albino. You know, but with a piebald, I mean, it just, even non-snake people. Uh-oh, let me focus here. Even non-snake people get this animal. And I've even had people that don't like snakes. She's going to ball up on me here. I've even had people that don't like snakes tell me that, you know, they like the way my piebalds look. Here we go. This is a little female. And depending on what the other animals are, it's going to depend on what we sell. We may end up selling them all. We may end up keeping all the females. It's just going to depend on what we hatch out. If all 4 are females, and you know, we'll keep 2 or 3 of them and sell 1 or 2, just depending. You know, if this is the only female, she's staying here.